Welcome to Inspiring People, the show about inspiring people, those who are inspired and those who inspire others. We all know them. They're good examples, they're supportive, they embrace life, they live inspiring lives in their day-to-day actions, and in turn, inspire others to do the same. Hi, welcome to Inspiring People. My name is Mary Otto, and with me today for part 2 of the show is Dylan Svobodny. Welcome back, Dylan.
Thank you.
We just couldn't get everything in the first show, so we decided to go with a second about Dylan. So maybe just a real brief introduction about yourself, Dylan, for those of people who weren't able to see the first show.
Okay. Dylan Svobodny. I grew up in Lake Park, Audubon, on a little lake, Little Cormorant, to be specific. My mom's a teacher, and my dad's a carpenter, and I have one brother in junior high now. So. And
I just want to add that it was his high school counselor and some others who really felt that Dylan should have the opportunity to be on the show, and so I gladly did that and asked him to be on, and I'm glad that he's my guest. So we left off last time, we had talked quite a bit about your high school career and some of the experiences now that you've had just early on in your college experience at Concordia and Moorhead. So there must be some role models in your life, people who who have influenced you to the point that you've been able to become the young man that you are now. So who are some of those people, and what would you like to say about them?
Well, I'm first of all very lucky to know these people and to associate with these great people. A lot of the teachers at Lake Park Audubon, where I grew up in high school, were the main source of my inspiration. They were one of the special qualities about all these people. They were very passionate about what they did, and it kind of bled over into what I was doing and what we were all doing in our organizations. I want to mention Mrs. Hoagie, head of the FCCLA chapter at our school. FCCLA is Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America, and we do service projects in the community. So it's a really important job, and she does such a great job with that, helping us out and leading us, calling people in order to get publicity and stuff like that, and just doing some of the technical stuff that we wouldn't be as good at, nor would our project be without that. So Cheryl Hoagie really did a great job in FCCLA and definitely inspired me to do such a better job in high school. And then Mrs. Isaacson was my student government teacher, student council, and she really pushed the professionality of it. And I don't know, I learned a lot from her, and she was inspiring to me as well. So those are a couple of the teachers at Lake Park Audubon that really inspired me. Okay.
And your counselor was the person, as I mentioned, who suggested that you be on the show. And she had, high praise for you and said many kind things about you. And I was like, okay, and I know her quite well. And I thought, well, if she thinks that you should be on here, we're going to get you on here. So, all right. And what about future plans? Where do you see yourself, let's say, in 10 years, 5 years, 10 years?
Well, I guess hopefully I'll be out of college. I'm not sure about that, but hopefully I'll be out of college, and I want to work somewhere in which I'll be benefiting children, I guess, teenagers preferably. Hopefully help them out before they get old enough to not hurt themselves too much. And I guess that's really what I'm passionate about. I don't know what specific job I want to do that in yet, but hopefully I'll either be a teacher or a psychiatrist or a social worker dealing with kids. So
So now you're probably taking most of your general education courses, is that right?
Yeah.
And what do you find yourself most drawn to in those areas?
Well, I do have a psychology class that, of course, I really like. I find it really interesting. A lot of the personality traits and how people work like that are fascinating to me. And then I have a history course that's called Totalitarianism, which is just a study of dictators over the years, and that's just, I don't know, some hobby that I take a great interest in, is how these people worked or whatever. So that's another interesting class that I've been able to take at Concordia. So.
Okay. And when you have downtime, which doesn't sound like you have a lot of that, but when you do, and you just want to kick back and you just want to, just have some fun or relax or whatever, what do you like to do? All right, what do you turn your what show would you turn on and watch on TV to do that?
Well, I guess I really like the show Monk. It's a detective show, a really cheesy detective show. It's just a half comedy, half detective show. So I definitely like Monk. But if I'm not watching TV, I'm usually out in the woods. I really love the nature aspect of that. Go paintballing a lot in the woods. So
you do?
Oh, yes.
Oh, really?
So.
Okay. That's, if I understand the game, it's like, it's kind of rugged, isn't it?
Yeah,
and I mean, and you could get hurt and things like that, and that's what probably makes it fun, right?
Oh, definitely. Shooting each other with paint, of course.
Yeah. So, it doesn't sound like a lot of fun to me, but I can understand why it would be appealing to you. So anyway, and so in terms of your interaction with your family, are you able to see them very often and, you know, just come home on the weekends and do things like that?
Well, it's the benefit of being an hour away as I can, and I have for a few different reasons throughout college, but I do love it at Concordia, so I usually don't come back too often. But it is nice to be able to come home if I just need a break or need time off or need to get something done that's really important or something. So it's nice to come home and know that you have a stable atmosphere that's always there that you can just retreat back to if you need to. So.
And what sort of heroes do you see that you have in your life, or have, let's say, even from history? Who are some heroes?
Okay. Well, I guess closer to reality, C.S. Lewis I really like, author and a writer. So I really look up to him. I like a lot of his writings, and I guess from history, I don't know, I've had an opportunity just through the internet and just looking at it. Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech. When I listened to that, I got like tingles and shivers and stuff. So I guess Martin Luther King Jr. is really inspiring pastor and leader, obviously. So.
So if you had, let's say you could go on a trip any place in the world, where would you like to go and why?
I want to go. I might be able to do this next year, so hopefully we'll cross our fingers. But I really want to go to Rome. So that's my plan. I just want to studying of the churches and history in Rome. Obviously, it was a big center of Christianity in that time era. So I really want to go there and just explore. I think that'd be fun. So.
Do you read the Dan Brown books then?
Yes, I have. Interesting.
Yeah, I find them interesting too. I just wondered if that figured in at all to wanting to go to Rome.
Not particularly, but just I guess what the main source of that is just seeing pictures and stories that came from that time era. I guess is what I originally wanted to go there for.
What can you say to young people who are watching this, younger people who are watching this show about taking advantage of, or the advantages of living in a small community in northwestern Minnesota, going to a relatively small college in northwestern Minnesota and so on? What can you tell them about, you know, looking ahead and what life has to offer them, you know, from your experiences?
Yeah, well, I guess from my experiences, my parents were smart enough. Early age, got me involved in tons of different activities, a huge realm, everything from piano lessons when I was little to basketball. And I guess get involved in a bunch of different activities and find your passion, I guess what I would say, and then go after it.
Okay. Well, this has just been great fun having you on the show, Dylan. I really appreciate your coming over here, taking time from your busy schedule to come over and be on the show. I know there are a number of people in Lake Park, Audubon who are going to be, and the surrounding area, but certainly in Lake Park, Audubon, who are going to be very, very glad that you're on the show. So thank you, Dylan. You certainly are an inspiring person.
Well, thank you.